My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? This is Sheree. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today to do a little crafting before work, and so it's for the Raggedy Ann journal that I'm working on. And if you haven't seen it, it's this one right here. We worked on the cover, and then I let it sit overnight and dry. I'm going to add, before I do this, what I'm doing today, a little glue right here. Need a little glue right here. And that'll be able to sit today and dry nicely while I'm at work. Yeah, so I don't have very much time. I gotta go get ready for work in a few minutes. Yeah, so why am I in here? Because I want to be. So I said next I wanted to make some pockets, and just make sure that's nice and flat so that can dry today. I want to make some pockets, and I wanted to try making some pockets out of just some craft paper. You know how we put this pretty, it's kind of a craft colored background with these pretty kind of glittery red design, some hearts and other design here on the inside. So I was looking at a regular library pocket, but I thought, well, that's, it's so, I don't know. I mean, it would be okay. It would be fine. But I wonder how a craft colored one would look. So it would match better, and we could decorate it. And, I just want to see what it looks like. So I kind of measured this one, and I needed this, in order to make this, I need this, an 8-inch piece. Of course, this is 8.5 by 11. I didn't measure it, but pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, here's 11 here, and this side is 8. So I can cut it this way. So 8 inches would be, I guess I could go ahead and leave it 8.5. So I'll leave it 8.5. I'll leave the length so I don't have to make a scrap. But the width here for this part, I think the fastest and easiest way for me to do it is to make the width, and it's 3.5 here and just a little bit to turn over on the back. So I'm going to say 3.5, 4.5. So 4.5 inches wide is about right here. So I should be able to get 2 pockets out of this one piece of paper. So I brought over 2, or I got out 2, just in case. I can always put that one in the journal as a page. But let's cut this. So I'm going to see how quick I can make 2 library-like pockets, just like the one I showed you, but with this craft colored paper. I'm trying to get this in the right spot. Okay. So here's one piece of paper, and then another 4.5-inch piece is going to be right here. Make a little pinch. I just make a little pinch instead of making like a mark or anything on my paper. That's how I usually do it. Just make a little pinch. I don't fold the whole thing, so I don't have that crease all the way down. And just put that where I'm going to cut. And cut. Okay, and these should be the same size. Yes, pretty much. So, yeah, I want to make one for the front, one for the back. So now, let's see, do I have my corner rounder? I have my corner rounder here. I'm going to need that. And it's right here. And then I'm going to need to kind of cut this down. But let me fold it up first to, let's see, here's the one we're copying. So about right here. See, I'm not going for like exactness as far as size, but about this size. So, and we did cut it. We cut it a little bit, like we didn't cut our 1/2 inch off for the 8.5 by 11. We didn't cut that 1/2 inch, so it's going to be a little bigger. So there's one. There is 2. So now I need to cut the top Let me just fold this. I'm kind of not just figuring this out as I go along. I'm sure there's an exacting way to do it, but I don't have time to do that. I just have a few minutes. So I'm going to cut, let's see, I'm going to cut, let me measure it so that I can tell you and do the same thing on the other one. So I'm going to cut 1/2 inch. I am going to make a mark now. Let's see, I have a pen here. Make a little pen mark here. 1/2 inch on each side here. 1/2 inch. Let's see, I think I need to cut, yeah, I need to cut 1/2 inch all the way down here. So 1/2 inch is right here. I'm going to do a little bit less than 1/2 inch because I'm afraid it'll be too thin if I do 1/2 inch. I'm going to do 1/2 inch plus 2 notches, so about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. So 1/4, 1, 2, yeah, about right there. Let me come up here and make my mark. About right there on both sides. This is probably going to take the longest of actual measuring. Now you see why we don't measure. It takes too long. Okay, let me move this so I can see. What did I say? 5/8 of an inch, so about right there. Okay, so I got that one. I wonder if I can, I don't want to cut them at the same time because if the thickness is too a little bit thick for my scissors, I don't want it to be crooked. Okay, so about right there, 3, 4, 5, and right here. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up here where I can see it, so I can cut on it or get started cutting on it. So about right there. Okay, so now I'm going to cut, like I said, all the way down here to my pocket with my scissors. Looks like 1/4 of an inch, doesn't it? But you saw me measure. Okay. There's one strip. Ooh, that's a nice strip. I'm going to take that. I usually glue my strips together at work and then I bring them home and sew down the middle. My little sewed, sewn strips that I make. So I'll put that in my tote bag to take to work and glue together. I have a few strips in there right now that I need to glue together. Next time I have a chance to craft on my lunch break. Okay, there's one, which will probably be tomorrow. Today is Taco Tuesday, and I go out usually not every week, but usually me and some other girls go out to lunch to a Mexican restaurant on Tuesday. Sometimes we go on Wednesday now because some of the girls can't go on Tuesday, but we meet for lunch on, we call it Taco Tuesday, but we don't necessarily get tacos. We just go to a Mexican restaurant. This one Mexican restaurant that's in a good location for all of us to, like a good central location for all of us to meet. It's not that many of us, but there's been as many as 6, 7, or 8 of us that meet, but we all don't make it every week. So there's anywhere from 2 to 6 of us, I would say. Okay, there's our pockets, looking good. Now this one has rounded corners on the top. Let's go ahead and round the corners. And I have my corner rounder here. If you don't have a corner rounder, you can round with your scissors. Just put something that's round there. Like, say you don't have a corner rounder, but you have a library pocket or something else with a round corner. Just put it up in your corner and cut around it. So just find something in your house with a round corner like that that you can copy if you want to, you know, try to make it as perfect as possible. Okay, there's our round corners. Now we're going to take it and fold it around. And the reason I'm doing it like this, because you could just cut it straight and glue the edges together, but then you have your glue on the out, you know, on the inside here, and that takes some of your pocket room apart. So I'm going to fold. These are really cute. I like these. I might actually have to take some of my, I've never made pockets with Kraft colored paper. They're so cute. I had no idea. I'm going to have to take some of this Kraft colored paper, and this is not a real thick paper. It's kind of I'm going to describe it as a light, very light cardstock. So, because I have some thicker Kraft paper that's kind of like, when I picked it up, I was like, oh, that's kind of thick. I know I have some thinner. And so I looked for this. It was right next to it, but still, I was like, I made sure I got a piece of my thinner. So now I'm going to, I think I just need some art glitter glue. I don't even think I need my Fabri-Tac here, because we're going to glue this down, the whole back down, so it'll be, you know, secure. Anyway, yeah, so you have your whole inner pocket there to put a card into. We're going to see how the library card fits in here, but I'm just going to put a little glue on here. Oh, this was so fun. I'm so glad I came in here and did this morning. Now, you know, and it's kind of nice to start off your day with a little crafting fun if you can, you know, if you can. A lot of time, I mean, most of the time I don't. Most of the time I don't have time to come in here. Either I wake up late or I wake up just in time. Today I woke up, I would say on time, and now I'm running a few minutes late, so I got to get myself in gear. But when I do this, if I start out getting ready, you know, start a little late getting ready, I just move. I move fast so that I can be on time to work and leave on time and all that. Oh, those are so cute. I know they're just plain, but look how cute. Okay, we're going to see how our library pocket fits. How we did. See, they're a little bit bigger. Remember, I told you. A little bit taller. Not even that much taller, but here's the original. Here's the new one that we just made, or new two we just made. So there's that one. These should be, are these the same size? Let me see. Do we make them the same? I don't even care if they're the same size. See, they're not exactly. I got a little bit of a sliver over here. They're the same height. So they're a little bit bigger than, let me see this one, the bigger one. See how much bigger it is, just a little bit too on this one. And the library pocket, a library card. That's how the library card looks. That one, this one. So we can decorate these, but they look like professionally made, I think, anyway. Like this one was professionally made. And I think mine are actually even better. See how, I always thought these were a little weird because the part right here that folds around, this pocket goes beyond this part. But these, I got these at a thrift store, and they look like they were commercially made, you know what I mean? This one too. This one, the pockets are, well, actually this one too. The pockets are not even with the top part. So anyway, whatever. I think mine look really good. And so how will they look in the book? Let's see. Before we decorate them, that is. So I maybe would put the big one back here and the other one here. So, and I might put some of this paper. I might put this one down. I like it in the middle because it looks like, you know, what you would see at a library. You wouldn't see the pocket down here. You could see it. You would see it more up a little bit from the bottom. I've got fingernail polish on my finger there. I'm hoping it washes off before I can wash it off before I go to work. But yeah, I was dealing with a little pedicure this morning. So yeah, I think they're really cute. I like them. And I would like to make some more just to have some of these craft colored ones. And you saw one piece of paper. And this is all the scraps we made. 4 little strips. And I'll combine these with, I have these 2 strips from my this paper. So I can combine these in another something else. I'll find another scrap and make some of my little sewn strips with these. But yeah, I'll add that to my strip pile that I need to put together. And so that is it. Yesterday in my video where we were working on the inside of the cover, I said I pulled out some trims and I forgot to show you before the video is over. So right here is what I have. This is what I pulled out. I showed you my stickers, but I pulled out these ribbons. This is a fabric ribbon. I thought this was pretty. Maybe we can find a place to use that. This one, I thought both of these could be a belly band. Aren't these pretty? Both of these. I love this. This red is so pretty in person. I hope it's coming through on the camera. Here's another one. See the difference here? This is a darker one, darker red or burgundy kind of color, but it's also a gingham ribbon. I got out some red seam binding. This is a lacy seam binding in case I need it. I got this ribbon out, red with white polka dots in case I need it. That's our closure. This is a little trim that we can use definitely on the edges of pages or pockets or whatever. Maybe even on our library pockets. And this one here is a little trim that has, can you see it has hearts? It's kind of lacy with these red it's the same color. The hearts are the same color as the lace, but then they're outlined with the red there. So anyway, yeah, I pulled out all of those. So more work to come in our next video. I hope you enjoyed this quick one this morning. Now I must go get ready for work, and I will see you. Look how cute. I love it. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.